Hey guys, welcome back to the Hide. We are back out in the gun room today for another accessory review, another one from UTG. So this is the UTG Pro OP3 Micro Red Dot. Now this is item number OP3RMR2OCTS. You want to take a look at that right there. And huge thanks to Bo over at UTG for sending this out. And guys, I have to say, if you've been watching the channel for any length of time, you know that I've actually had one of their micro red dots for a very long time, going on probably I think about 5 years now. It has been on I don't even know how many different pistols, and it's currently living on top of a 20 gauge pump shotgun, my original UTG micro red dot. And it's performed flawless. The only thing I've had to do, I've had to replace the battery a couple of times over those 5 years, but other than that, it turns on when it's supposed to, it stays on when it's supposed to, and it turns off when it's supposed to, and it holds zero. So honestly, what more can you really ask for a price point budget optic than that? And it has knocked it out of the park every time. So they actually seen my video review of that all those years back and contacted me, he did, wanting to know if I wanted to take a look at their new production model. So the OP3. So this is their newest rendition of micro red dot. And I said, heck yeah, sure, send it on. If it's any count or anything like your original one was, I know that this one will be just as good. So let's take a look and see what some of the features are. But here's the box that it comes in. I went ahead and took it all out of the box just to kind of streamline the initial part of the review here, but just to kind of go over some of the basic features. So 6061 T6 body construction, matte black finish. It does come shipped with a Picatinny mount already on it, so you can put it on an AR, shotgun, whatever you want to put it on. And I went ahead and took it off because it is going to be tested on a pistol, which we'll talk about here in just a few seconds. There is a 4 MOA red dot, so that's your sighting picture there. The 23 millimeter lens, 1 MOA clicks, and there's there's really three major differences that I see in this one versus the old one. So this one here has the side loading gate for the battery, which you can take your little included tool and just kind of pop that out. And you have a little tray here that your battery mounts in, and they do include a name brand Panasonic battery. This goes in just like that, and you slide it in, so that's pretty nice. Easy to do. You don't have to unmount and risk losing your zero, so that's a huge benefit. You also have a daylight sensor. So this has the ability to adjust its own brightness intensity by way of the surrounding sunlight or not sunlight. If it's turning to dusk, it'll kind of dim down a little bit. If it's really bright outside, it'll brighten it up for you. So that's a really cool feature. You don't have to use it that way. If you want to turn it into automatic mode, there is one singular button on the side here. You just hold that down for 3 seconds. The red dot will flash a couple of times, and then you're in automatic mode. So whenever you turn it on, it'll automatically adjust its brightness. Now, if you want to go to just manual mode, just go ahead and switch it back. That way, you have 8 different brightness settings manually that you can run through. They're advertising a 15,000 hour battery life on that 1632 button cell battery. So that's pretty good. I mean, for what this is, I think that is an absolutely great rating. 1 MOA clicks. It's Ipx7 Waterproof rated. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff going for it. They do have a co-witness. It is co-witnessable, and they have included a mark here at the top in case the battery was to go out, the sight was to be bad, you can still aim through it and still use it. So you still have an aiming point on the optic hood. So that's a really cool feature. As I said, they do include a really nice adjustment tool that fits specifically for these screwed adjustments here. Really nice. And if you listen really close, the adjustments are super tactile and super audible. I will say that those are a lot better adjustments than the original one that they had. So I really like that a lot. Comes with a cleaning cloth. Again, a few different size screws. You got a cover for it for when it's not in use. So that's pretty nice. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with it just by face value, I think the construction looks a lot better. The finish is definitely a lot better than what my original one has. But I will be putting this and mounting it on a Canik TP9 SFX. So we're going to take it back to the range after we get it mounted, and let's see how this thing does on the range, guys. All right, guys, so we got our UTG Pro red dot mounted here on our Canik TP9 SFX. So let's take some shots here on the pistol range and just see how it does initially. Very nice. I have to say it's pretty much automatic. Those up. So guys, I tell you, really liking this so far. Let me get you some shots through the red dot here so you can actually see the dot itself on target. All right, guys, so here's a look down the barrel of our Canik here, so you can see the dot there on the silhouette target. If you can kind of make that out there, I need to repaint those, I guess. But believe it or not, for the price point of this optic, the red dot is pretty crisp. I have to say, I've definitely seen a lot worse for more money. So let's take a few shots here and see if we can get it on steel here. And as you can see, it is pretty much automatic all day. I'm really impressed with the fit and finish of this little red dot. Price point is great. Features are really nice. The coating on the body itself is a lot better than the old one. I'm really impressed with how crisp the dot is in this new model. The one that I have before, it's not as crisp as this one is. As you guys know, the more price point budget optics, they get a little bit wonky. They kind of just look like you took a thing of paint and just threw it against a wall. But this one's actually pretty crisp. I'm actually impressed. But definitely take a look at one of these, guys. This right here is the RMR model. They do sell another one as well, a different model, but check those out. So it should fit a wide variety of factory MOS style optics ready guns. So I think it's a win. I will definitely be keeping this around, and we'll get some more testing over the year through this and see if it holds up as well as the original one does. So UTG Pro, guys, check it out. But if you got any questions on this, please like, share, and subscribe. It really does help the channel. As always, shoot straight. Later.